Show you some cards that I sent into 4 Sharp Corners. 4 Sharp Corners is a consignment service that sells on eBay. You can send them your stuff, and they mostly list on Thursday night for 10-day auctions starting at 99 cents, ending on Sunday evenings, and they usually get pretty good prices. I can show you one recent submission that I sent. Okay, well, you're not going to see the cards, the pictures of the cards, but you'll see the prices. Maybe it'll let me sort by. So most of these cards are cards that I figured would go for about $20 or less, and that's why I didn't want to send them to Greg Morris Cards, because for Greg Morris graded cards, they will charge you $4 per card plus a percentage fee. So I figured anything under 20 was going to be prohibitive. So these were all vintage cards that I was originally going to be sending in to Greg Morris Cards, but then I decided, once I had a closer look at the fee structure for Greg Morris, I figured these would be better not to send to Greg Morris, and then I just figured I needed a little help getting all of these cards listed. So I sent in a batch to 4 Sharp Corners. And some of these cards were either sitting on ComC or on Alt or at Goldin. And if they had been there for a while and they hadn't sold, I figured I would just get them out of there and get them sold. So total sales was $373. I think there were 34 items here. So that's about a little over $10 per card. And the best one was this 1968 Topps football PSA 8.5 that did 22. 1971 Topps baseball did $20. This Jordan BGS 8 did close to $20. A 1966 Topps card did $18.50. 1964 Philadelphia football card did $17. And then these 1969 Topps baseball PSA 8s did $13, $13, and $13. This 81 Topps did $12. And then on down the line. And then the lowest sales were this 1963 Topps SGC 84 that went for $4. Maybe a little disappointing on some of these lower sales here. PSA 5 1962 Topps sold for $5. Jim Cott checklist from 1968 SGC 5 sold for $6. PSA 8 1969 Topps baseball cards sold for $6.50. That seems pretty low for a PSA 8 from 1969. And then just a bunch of these other ones here. 1960s, 1950, 1985 Topps John Elway sold for $9. Barry Bonds Topps traded rookie PSA 8 sold for $10. I think that's a little bit low. Baseball Rules Derek Jeter insert sold for $11.50. George Bell rookie PSA 8 sold for $12. So nothing too crazy on this. That was the last submission. And then what I figured was, why don't I send these guys some cards that I had just sitting in my PSA Vault? So I sent them a message and I asked them if I could have stuff sent directly from cards that I won on Goldin auction. So I'll go to the statement here. Let's see if we can get a photo of these. Oh, if I go to current consignments. So most of these cards I probably won for the opening bid of $5 on Goldin auctions, and then they have a buyer's premium, so I probably paid $6 for most of these cards. And once they've been on your Goldin account for 90 days or more, you can withdraw or have them shipped home to you for $1 per card. So these 20 cards, I guess there's 30 of them total. These 30 cards, it cost me $30 to have these cards shipped from Goldin. And what I did was I contacted 4 Sharp Corners and asked them if I could have them shipped directly from my PSA Vault account and have them shipped to 4 Sharp Corners directly. So they said yes. And this was my first time trying this, so far it went well. They received the cards. They loaded up the cards. I guess they're going to start on auction on the 28th of December for 10 days, and they're going to end on January 7th. So I'll do another video on that when these end, but so far none of these links are live. So if you go to the eBay link, it won't be there. But you can see I have some 1950s baseball here, 1950 Bowman baseball. I have a Randy Johnson rookie here. All the rest of these 1950s baseball, 1968. There's an Andrew Jones star date from Skybox 2000, EX 2000. A metal Randy Johnson here, a Griffey Topps Traded rookie, and a bunch of other 1958 Topps baseball here, mid-grade cards. A metal Ricky Henderson PSA 8, John Smoltz rookie, and a couple Jordans here, a few Jordans, a bunch of Jordans here. And then this Kareem Abdul-Jabbar 1981 Topps, a Ray Allen rookie, and this second year Kobe Bryant CSG 8.5. So 30 cards. Hopefully we'll be able to get about $300 or something for this. But when you think about it, I got these probably for $6 a piece on Goldin. So 30 cards, that's $180 and $30 to ship, so that's $210. So hopefully we can sell these for, I think 4 Sharp Corners is going to charge $2 per card for their, what does it say on here on the statement maybe? Yeah, they take $2 plus 10%. That's their fee structure, $2 plus 10%. So they're going to charge me $60 for these, to sell these cards, plus 10% of the sales. So if it sells, if these 30 cards sell for, let's say, $10 a piece, that's going to be $300. They're going to charge me $30. All right, that's 10% plus $2 a card. That's $60. So they're going to charge me $90. So I would be at least breaking even as long as they sell for $10 a piece, and I paid $180 plus $30 to ship, and they're going to charge me $60 and $30, so that's $90. So I need them to sell for $10 a piece to break even. So anything above $10 is, anything above $300 total in sales for this batch will be profit. And even if it was 300 or less, I'll be happy to get that money in rather than having these cards sitting on Goldin. Like I said, these cards have all been on there for 90 days or more, so they weren't selling. I think I sold one of these Ricky Hendersons on there already, but the vintage stuff hasn't really sold for me on Goldin. I think I have sold some Griffey, some Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, some Michael Jordan, but we'll see what happens with these. We'll do another video, an update once the sales are finished. But there you go. You can have your cards sent directly to 4 Sharp Corners. It saved me money on having to have it sent home and then sending it there again. So it saved me in shipping and then in just inconvenience that I was able to win these for cheap on Goldin auctions, have them sent directly to 4 Sharp Corners, have them sell it, and hopefully make a little money or get some money, some cash flow coming back in, and instead of having this kind of stale inventory sitting out there. So that's it for 4 Sharp Corners. We'll do another video when the card's sold, and then I'm going to have a video coming out on Greg Morris cards, the submission that I sent to them. I sent them the graded cards that sold for $3,500 total. I'm going to be receiving $2,700 after fees. The raw cards are still active, so they're still selling so far. I've sold 1,500 of those, so I'm above 5,000 with some more cards to go. Which Greg Morris cards, their minimum submission is $5,000, so I'm just past that now, and I'll do a video soon once these are finished selling, and you can see how these did. I sold a couple Ken Griffey Jr. PSA 10 Topps Traded rookies, but on the lower end you can already see like a PSA 10 Cal Ripken Jr. sold for $7.50, and their fee is $4 minimum plus the percentage. So I got $2 for this PSA 10 Cal Ripken. That seems really low, pretty disappointing. Also the Fleer stickers. This is a PSA 7 sticker. That's very low for these. These tend to sell pretty much higher than that, like at least $20 for these graded 1986 Fleer sticker cards. And then PSA 10 Derek Jeter here that sold for $10. That's really, really low. So definitely some disappointing sales on the lower end, but then there were some good sales on the high end, and the graded cards were really just the ticket in, if you will, because the real money with Greg Morse cards is on the raw stuff. So like this Wade Boggs rookie raw sold for $100, and that card probably cost me somewhere between $5 and $10 to get that card. So those were the cards that I was really hoping to make money. The graded cards pretty much sell for more or less what they should sell for. It's not really going to sell for any more or less just because it's selling through Greg Morse cards. Some of them did do better than I expected, but a lot of them also didn't do as well as they probably should have. But that's the risk with auctions. So at least it's just money coming in, and I'll do a closer analysis of this in a video and talk about some of these. I don't know why this card got canceled here. This card is in black and it's canceled instead of the other ones being in blue. And there was another one on the raw here that is black. It's unpaid and it's black, so I don't know what's going on with that. The rest of these cards are all in blue, so you can click on them and go to eBay. But we'll see. Once this is all settled, I'll do a review and see overall like kind of how things went. And I made a spreadsheet of what I spent for these cards, how I required them, and we'll kind of get a sense of like, did I make any money on this? It definitely takes a lot of work to put together Greg Morse cards submission. Like, it can just take a lot of work. So I've sent a bunch of these over the years, but since they started their $5,000 minimum, I just haven't been able. It's just been harder to do that. It took me over a year since my last submission to put together another one, because just $5,000 is a lot of money for cards. So that one I'll do soon. Thank you guys for watching for the 4 Sharp Corners thing, and we'll see you again on the next video.